Hey guys, how's it going? It's John from Audio 46 Headphones, audio46.com, your headphone destination. So today we're here to talk about one of the two new products from Solar Republic that we're going to be talking about very shortly on the channel. The first of which obviously is today with the Solar Republic Punk. So this is the smallest and most portable of the Bluetooth speakers from Solar Republic. So we're going to jump into an overview now and see just what all the fuss is about. The Solar Republic deck is water, dirt, and shock resistant, features an 8-hour battery life, and can play music wirelessly up to 60 feet away. It comes with an auxiliary in and out adapter, as well as a mount for a screw, which is common to tripod mounts and other types of mounts that you can use on your bike, which is what it's primarily designed for. Alright guys, so that's it for the overview. How does the Solar Republic Punk stand up to some of the other Bluetooth speakers we've talked about on the channel, and how does it stand up to the Solar Republic deck, which is of course the first Bluetooth speaker from Solar Republic. So when it comes to the Punk, obviously this is a much smaller, much more compact unit. It's actually sort of marketed for people to affix it to various things, the first of which is a bicycle, which they show in the instructions. So what it actually has on the back here is a little screw mount. So it's the same size as a tripod, and I guess the same sort of size as a standard mount that you would have for the handlebars of your bicycle or something like that. So if you're someone who's maybe really into bicycling, then this might be actually a really cool accessory for you to have, especially if you're looking for something that you can really safely stick onto your bike. You're not going to have it like dangling off your backpack or something like that. But at that, I was looking at this and I was thinking about it and I'm saying, man, this is just about, it's like almost pocket size, but not quite. Like I can't quite get it in my pocket. I can certainly get it in my back pocket, but once I put it in my back pocket, it starts to sound pretty awful, as you might imagine. So the question then remains, well, how would you sort of carry this around? And the idea I got was, man, it would have been really cool if they basically just sort of carved out a little chunk to the side here so that you could hook a carabiner on there, or you could hook some sort of hook and then, hook it to your belt loop or something like that. I think that would have been a cool addition to the product. It doesn't necessarily turn me off of its use and its sort of place in people's lives, but it's definitely something I would have liked to have seen. So shame on you, Solar Republic. You should have called me. I would have told you. In fact, they did tell me that this was coming out, but I think it was a little too late in the product development for me to say, hey, you guys should add a hook, but you probably wouldn't have listened to me. What else makes this kind of cool? It doesn't do all the crazy lighting up stuff that the original deck did, which, I don't know, it's not a big deal for me, but it definitely does make the same sounds and everything. It'll have a voice command that will tell you where your battery life is at. It actually also has the auxiliary in and out, which we mentioned in the overview. So one thing that's really cool about that is if you've invested some money in a home stereo, or even if you have like a big crappy home stereo, whatever, but it's not Bluetooth and you don't really want to have to go back to your phone to change the tracks or whatever, you can basically use the out on this, plug it into your stereo. Now this is basically like your Bluetooth transmitter receiver, and you can just sort of walk around with your phone, and up to 60 feet away, which is what this says it will handle, you can control your music in your home stereo. So that's a cool little addition too. Also, I don't know why you'd need to do this, but I've even heard people mentioning like you could plug it into your car stereo if you had one of those auxiliary things, and now you can sort of park your car somewhere and you can go sit on a beach and open the doors and play your music. So you can sort of get creative with it. You can do whatever you want, and that's really cool that they have the auxiliary in and out for that. One of the other things that is cool and could be cooler about it is you do have a number of controls in terms of controlling the track, pausing the track, and everything like that. If there's a way to roll the track back instead of just advancing it, I haven't discovered it yet, and if it's there, it's too darn complicated to do because I couldn't figure it out and I didn't see it in the instruction manual. So that's one thing I wish it did. You can advance the track by pressing this button, I think it's 3 times, but you can't go backwards. So that would be cool. You can actually, if you hold I think the negative minus down for 30 seconds, it will tell you how much battery life you have left. So there's some cool sort of hidden functions to the controls here, even though it's a very, very minimal sort of user interface here. You've just got, your 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons in total, and then of course under this hidden compartment here, you've got all your stuff. It's important that you keep that nice and sealed tight because of course your Soul Republic Punk is water, sand, shock, Godzilla, rainstorm, sleet resistant. So basically whatever you throw at it, you can take this out on the beach with you and get it somewhat sandy. I wouldn't recommend getting it super sandy, but they're basically I don't want to say indestructible, but they're very tough. They're rugged. The way it feels is very solid. It doesn't, I don't know, it feels just like a solid piece of plastic. There doesn't seem to be like moving parts that would start shaking around in there on you anytime like that. So all in all, I feel like it's a really solid product. They're only $69.99, which makes them one of the most affordable yet quality Bluetooth speakers currently on the market. I know there's some stuff in the $49.99 range, and I've heard some great things about the JBL Bluetooth speakers, but these things are really cool. And if you're a Soul Republic fan, it's cheaper than Soul Republic pair of headphones, unless you're talking about the in-ears. So if it's something worthwhile adding to your collection. So these are obviously going to be available, since I'm talking about them, from us at Audio 46. If you'd like to pick up one of these, you can do so, as always, from the link below. Just simply click that link, visit us at audio46.com. You can stop by the store at 29 West 46th Street in Midtown Manhattan, or give us a call at 212-354-6424. Until next time, guys, this has been John for Audio 46 Headphones. I look forward to spending some more time with you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, share, let your friends know where you're getting all this headphone information. And please, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys